It is way too early to be out for anyone. Actually, I often wonder who these other people are that are driving around at 3:50 a.m. All criminals, probably. We're headed out to Mount Ibapah on the Utah-Nevada border. I don't know very much about it. It's 12,000 something feet. The main reason we're climbing Ibapah is because for at least 3 years, Blake has talked about this mountain. So whether or not it is awesome, this all rests on Blake's shoulders. He takes full responsibility, hopefully, if this turns out to be lame. Blake!
Yep. It's like the good old days. I didn't sleep at all last night. I'm so sick. But I'd rather go do something than go to work.
But he wasn't telling the police anything.
Thank you. This is always the best part about going on tours with Danny. Is cameras in your face at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Ibapah is actually pretty far away. We're looking at about a 3.5 hour drive. Some of it's on dirt roads, going through some towns I've never heard of. It's one of the most prominent mountains in Utah, and it should be cool, but it's really unknown to both me and Danny and Aaron. So hoping for the best, that there'll actually be snow there, but we'll see. We're almost to Ibapah, well, at least the trailhead, and there is not as much snow as we had hoped.
I think we've got a generous 2 inches down here. Not a day to ski if you love your skis. We're almost at the trailhead, and then we'll just get ready, pop out and head up the road.
Oh great, there's a gate.
Get another one.
One of the problems with skiing an objective like this is that there is little to no information about the current conditions because few people come out here. And now you can see the horrible side effects of such a situation because this is just, you'd think it was November. We're about a mile in to our probably 18-mile day, and it's been kind of quiet as we've started this adventure because I think we're all wondering if there's going to be enough snow to ski. It's pretty bare up here. I think we're all wondering if we just drove 4 hours for no good reason. So we could just end up carrying our skis to the top of this mountain and may have been better served just coming up here with running shoes. We're off the dirt road section and we are on the actual trail, and I'm seeing about 500 down trees. Ah.
The weather's great, but I cannot remember a time that there's been crappier conditions. And honestly, I think getting out of here might be as hard as getting up this.
We've got hard braking, floppy snow, no snow up high to ski, and Danny already almost kicked off an avalanche in like basically a nothing area.
And Blake's dying.
Oh, Blake's dying, but that's par for the course. That's to be expected. It wouldn't be an outing without a little bit of that going on. You just can't win. That is a ski. Like, you may not know what he is holding in his hands, but that, my friends, is a ski.
I think that skiing 6,000 feet of vertical isn't hard enough until you have a ski like this. So this is what you call glopping, and this is actually about as good as it's been in the last hour, because a lot of it's already fallen off because it gets so dang heavy it can't actually stick to the ski. But what this does is it turns a 1 kilogram ski into what feels like a good 3 or 4 kilogram ski. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I am prone to do so when things get difficult. So let's just go with an even 5 kilograms of ski then.
We're getting close to the ridge, and right now I think we're all hoping that that ridge is just wind-blown boilerplate, just as hard as snow can get. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're carrying 2 extra pounds in snow per foot.
I think that we all feel like we're in a living nightmare of our own making. I don't even want to think about how the skiing down is going to be.
I hate being the guy that's having a bad day, because that seems to be me some of the time, most of the time. But I just don't even know if I can go another step. I'm so tired and sick and just got the cold chills. I feel horrible. I guess my next goal is this little sub peak that I've heard so much about. See what I think once I get there, I guess.
So we've made it to this little sub peak, and we've got a saddle in front of us and then the summit. We're not exactly sure what to do. The skiing's gonna suck, and the avalanche danger with this little amount of snow is through the roof. That last little bit as we climbed up, we heard a lot of settling, meaning the snow is going whoomp, and that's just one step away from then going shoo and sliding down the hill. Yeah, we're gonna take a minute here and discuss what we want to do. The summit's just right there, just a couple 100 feet above us, but it has been a challenging day, especially for the Blizz.
I can't remember a time that I've done this. I am not going to go to the summit. I'm gonna stay here at this sub peak. It's what, 1,000 feet more to the summit, and I just feel absolutely horrible. Like every step I take, my legs are cramping. I think I'm super dehydrated from being sick all night, and I'm gonna regret it for sure, but if I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm gonna hold these guys up, and it's gonna be a long day. We're gonna be getting out of here in the dark anyways, and I don't wanna prolong that, so I'm out.
Aaron and I have reached the place where we're gonna take off our skis and start booting it up this ridge. And it could maybe be faster, or it could be what it most likely is going to be, pure hell, sinking through up to our waist, and then just turning around, coming back to these skis.
Aaron and I have made it to the summit of Ibapah, and I gotta say, I'm glad that we stuck with it and summited. It's been a long day, a very hard, challenging long day. It's a pretty cool view, and actually a pretty cool mountain overall. I feel bad for Blake. When I get down to Blake, I'm gonna tell him it wasn't that cool, but right now I'm gonna tell all of you that it was. Anyway, really cool up here, long day. Now our next goal is to try and get back down before it gets dark. We've made it back to our skis, and now all we have to do is ski back up to Blake through this very avalanche prone area, and hopefully we'll be on our skis until we get to the car. We almost turned around at least 2 or 3 times during that section. Yep. We got through that, and then it was like pretty much just walk up rocks to the summit.
I'm just glad that I didn't go. I made the right choice. I'm not ready for that today.
There is nothing fun about this descent. The snow is ice, it is thin, we're hitting trees. Aaron just crashed. I expect more crashes in the very near future. And possibly new skis also in the very near future. Crash number 3. Crash number 4. Here, Blaze, you need a hand? Oh, I got stabbed by a big wrench. Holy sorry, skis.
Dude, that is as happy as I've ever been to get back to the vehicle.
That is hands down the worst skiing I've ever done for the longest amount of time.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna guess we did about 14 miles with around 6,500 feet of climbing. Long day, 8 hours, 9 hours. It's funny because when we started off this morning, we're all talking about how we're not gonna ski this section here near the car. But when we were coming down, I think all of us were like, I will burn my skis to the ground if they can get me all the way to the car. And Blake certainly embraced that philosophy because he just disappeared into the night. All I could see as he faded off into the darkness were sparks from his skis. But I think we're all glad to be back at the car.
This is the type of activity that could inspire someone to quit skiing forever. But I have a feeling everyone will go skiing again and do something that's terrible again.